in all of the events that surround Good Friday, Jesus has a very challenging time. Jesus has to go through a lot of things, and even reaches a point at some point where he says, I don't want to do this anymore. And yet it happens, and Jesus goes through it. And eventually we reach Easter, where the challenging times are behind Jesus, and we're moving on into something else, something exciting, something wonderful. And part of the reason that I like this story is because I know that every so often I go through challenging times. And it's nice to know that God has some experience with challenging times, with wondering if we'll ever get out of this spot. And it helps me to know that God understands what I'm going through. But I think there's a step beyond that, because often Jesus lived life as a bit of a model for us, as something to aspire to. Jesus understands me. Even when I'm going through challenging times, even when I am being challenging. We also meet people in our lives who are going through challenging times, who are challenging in that moment. Sometimes difficult to get along with, sometimes lashing out. And in those times, we're invited to start from a position of understanding, of trying to figure out, what is this person going through? What has brought this person to this place? And this person may not be able to see through it to that Easter moment of what's coming beyond this challenging spot. And we can't necessarily bring that person to their Easter moment. But we can respond to them knowing that we understand what challenging times are. We understand what it is like to go through difficulties. Just as God understands us, we can extend that understanding to others.